Asphyxia.
Hold her hand.
I can't. There are so many things wrong with this. No wonder you guys wanted me to comment on it. Okay. Hey y'all, welcome back. Mama Dr. Jones, OBGYN, and Mom to 4. I actually am a fan of this show, but I haven't made it up to season 10, so there will be spoiler alerts in this for you and for me, but I'm willing to fall on that sword because I love you guys and you asked me to do this. So... If you're not subscribed and you want to be, I would love to have you. I am trying to hit 700K by my 2-year anniversary of uploading on this channel, but also if you don't want to be subscribed and you just want to watch this review of Shameless with spoilers, you may not have seen this episode yet, then that's okay too. This video is also sponsored by Daily Harvest, and we will hear more about them in a minute.
I'll give it a shot. You know that mask's kind of freaky, right? Yeah, well, it's better than Junior being born with flippers and a tail.
Exposure to volatile chemicals in day-to-day life, like hair dye, is probably not going to make the baby be born with flippers, but it is probably a good idea to wear a mask around volatile chemicals if you are pregnant, and maybe even if you're not, because these things can cause reactions and difficulty breathing, but most of the things that we use today are not going to cause birth defects. That mask she's wearing though, probably overkill.
Jeff is definitely cheating on me, but I'm not gonna confront him. I think I'll just start sleeping around until I pick up a nasty STD, then give it to him so he can give it to her. Serve the skank right.
Okay, I know that this episode is supposed to be about the pregnant character Tami and her birth. However, let's maybe not do vindictive STD sharing. Mostly treatable, some are not. Wear a condom, prevent them, and maybe don't cheat on your spouse.
You think it's real this time?
I'm not sure.
Did your water break?
No, but...
You're getting pretty close together.
Just shut the f up and find a parking spot!
Can you walk?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Jeez, of course I can walk.
Can you?
Ah!
Hey, whoa. Should you be squatting?
I feel like this is a very accurate representation of myself in labor with my 4th baby, and I've shared his birth story on this channel way back when, if you're interested in that. But yeah, I mean, everybody's labor looks different, but mine look like that.
All right, I'm gonna find you a wheelchair so you don't have the baby in the parking lot, all right? I don't really know all the answers to these questions. Don't you have it on file somewhere?
Are you with Miss Tamietti?
Yeah.
Okay, it's in here.
What's going on?
She's carrying all of the gear for delivery, so my guess is we're about to have a baby.
Hey, is there something wrong, or
Put those on. Surgical consent.
Fetal distress. We're performing an emergency C-section.
We have to get this baby out now.
No, I'm not having a cesarean. I'm having my baby naturally.
That's not going to happen, Tami. Sign it. Asphyxia.
Hold her hand.
I can't. There are so many things wrong with this. No wonder you guys wanted me to comment on it. Okay, first off, their communication is very poor, meaning the medical team's communication with the patient and with the patient's significant other. Second, that is not an operating room. They are in a regular hospital room, and we don't do C-sections in regular hospital rooms. I'm sure there's a situation where it was so emergent that they have done that, but that definitely wouldn't be the case in a situation like this. They've let him walk in with his mask off, and nobody else looks like they're sterilely ready for a procedure anyway, but regardless, that's not an operating room. They also are not really explaining the situation to her, and then they also mention the word asphyxia. Asphyxia isn't a term that we use on the obstetric side. We don't diagnose that prenatally. We can say fetal distress like they did initially, but we don't use that terminology on a baby that is still on the inside. This is probably one of the least accurate portrayals of an emergency delivery that I've seen. Thank you to the sponsor of this video, Daily Harvest, who sends thoughtfully sourced, chef-crafted foods built on fruits and vegetables right to your door. My whole family loves Daily Harvest, but I really love it because it makes healthy eating easier for all of us. You build your box with any combination of nutritionist-developed foods. We are currently loving the smoothies and the flatbreads. place your order, and it's sent right to your doorstep. The smoothies are pre-portioned into cups that are easy to keep in the freezer and grab for blending when you're on the go. You just add whatever liquid base you want to the smoothie, pour it in the blender, and you're ready to go. I also love that the cups come with a lid that has a place for the straw, so I can just throw a lid on it, hop in the car, and leave for the hospital if I'm in a hurry. No prep, no mess, just easy, quick, healthy, delicious food. Our current favorites are the mint plus cacao that tastes just like mint chocolate chip ice cream, as well as a strawberry peach smoothie, which my daughter absolutely loves. All of Daily Harvest ingredients are clean and plant-based. They're frozen at the peak of ripeness, and the variety is massive, which is awesome because some of my kids have a tendency to be just a little bit picky, and I can find something all of us will love. If you'd like to try out Daily Harvest and support my channel in the process, they're giving you $25 off your first box if you use my link in the description or put in code MDJ at checkout. Now, let's get back to the video.
It's a boy. Did you know?
What? No.
So they've handed the baby off from the OBGYN to someone in a sterile gown who is not scrubbed in for the surgery. There's a fly. And the reason that she's done that is because the OBGYN wants to keep from contaminating herself, but needs to hand the baby off to someone. So she hands it off to probably a pediatric nurse or nurse practitioner, or maybe the pediatrician, who carries the baby over to the warmer and lays them down. First thing I notice is that baby should be laying with its head towards the other side of the warmer. You want the baby's head facing where people can move around the warmer so that if you need to intubate, it's easily accessible. When I send the med students to lay the baby down, they often lay it the wrong way because that seems like the natural way baby should go, but it's actually backwards. Also, surprise with the boy or girl at delivery is like my favorite type of delivery. It is so much fun. We had a surprise with my twins and it was so exciting, but when I get to be the doctor who is there for the surprise deliveries, it's like some of the most memorable deliveries that I have. It's absolutely so much fun.
FR 7.
7, that's good, right? That's good. Hey, it's a boy. It's a boy. Yeah, Tammy, you won't believe it. He's so beautiful.
APGARs of 7 are good. What APGARs are a kind of scoring system that we use for neonates, and 7 is an average to slightly below average score, but still good. Although I would argue that me looking at that baby, it's not a 7. It's screaming and crying, the color is fine, it's moving all of its extremities. These are things that go into calculating that score, and I would have given that baby a 9, but a 7 is probably fine too.
Tammy, okay? What's happening to her? What's going on?
Her BB is dropping. It's hemorrhaging.
Tammy.
Call surgery, tell them we're coming
Tammy?
up.
Tammy!
Sir,
Hey!
step back. I'll go directly to the lab to drop off the sample. Let's go.
Make sure surgery has OMEG on hand.
Hey, do I go with her or?
No. No, you should stay here with your son.
I thought they were pretending that was an OR, but apparently they are not. They are pretending they did the C-section in the labor room, which doesn't make much sense. If they could perform the C-section in the labor room, then they should be able to perform the steps to stop a postpartum hemorrhage in the labor room. That's not like, I'm so confused why they're moving her to an OR now. The other side of that is that they're asking for O-negative blood. They should have her blood type on file. That's one of the very first things that we do when someone comes into the hospital for prenatal care and for delivery is check their blood type. O-negative blood is a universal donor, so presumably she should be able to safely receive O-negative blood no matter what her blood type is, but it is always better to receive your own blood type, and they should have that on file. So they should be asking for her typed blood, not O-negative. You want to save O-negative for people who come in an unexpected situation like a car accident or a gunshot wound and they're having massive bleeding and they need emergency blood transfusions to save their life, but there's no time to determine their blood type. Hers should have been known.
Boy.
And Tammy?
She needed an emergency C-section. There were some complications. bleeding. She's still in the OR.
But she's gonna be okay, right?
I mean, they wouldn't tell me anything else.
Well, go find the out.
Okay. She's in surgery, Cammy. They'll let us know how she is as soon as they have something to tell us.
That's a really good depiction of the tensions in waiting rooms when a baby's being born. And 99% of the time, the significant other comes out and is able to say, great news, the baby's great, and everyone's doing fine. But sometimes that's not the case. And the depiction of the family kind of lashing out at Lip a little bit is accurate. I mean, people don't know how to react when the mom in this situation is really sick, because we live in a society where moms and babies are supposed to be fine, and usually they're fine. And I don't think that our brains quite comprehend the real dangers that live within childbirth, because we're so used to good outcomes, which, don't get me wrong, is a great thing. And don't get me wrong, we still have a long way to go with maternal mortality rates in this country, but overwhelmingly the outcomes of pregnancy and delivery are positive. And so I like how they depicted this kind of weird interaction and not knowing where to direct your anger and confusion and frustration. How are they still not going to tell us how she's doing? I'm not going to go into the third episode today, but maybe we can do that at a later time. If you're not subscribed and you want to be, hit that subscribe button. If you're new, we would love to have you. Thank you for being here today. Be kind to yourself, to each other, to me. In the comments, be kind, and I will see you next time. Check out Daily Harvest, our sponsor for this video. You can get a discount by putting in MDJ at checkout or clicking my link in the description.